excited about the new season, which commences this weekend. We had at least about 2 weeks already of training. The team came here a week before school opened, and they've been working very hard. I'm very impressed by everybody's performance in terms of the response to the training, the girls and the boys. Kathya is running very well. Menjo, Elkanah and Justice are also doing well. So is Solomon. The new boy that's Abel Koske just arrived last night, and that's the top 5 of my men team. So I think we'll see how the meet goes this weekend. But the women go to the meet with a lot of confidence because they return number 19 nationally ranked, and from last year's 22nd position. So I think, we're going to build one brick at a time as the season goes by, especially on the women's side. But we'll try to be careful with the men because we have only 5. You're just as good as your last race. So I don't want to peg everything on what happens last year. So because we don't know what's going to happen this year. So we have to work hard, just like the way we did last year, so that we earn that credit. And to earn credit, you have to prove yourself every time you step on the track. And that's what I have to emphasize, that we have to do that just every competition. I had a phenomenon here beginning from the fall, 2009. And that was like our foundation that brought her to spring, and I think she's still there. Our workout has improved along, and she's getting mature. She knows how to compete. Last year, I think she really surprised everybody, including me, because I didn't know that she was gonna be in top 10 at the national meet during cross country. But she had the courage to do that, and I was also surprised. She eventually followed it up very strongly and finished 4th at the national meet, although she had an injury during the Christmas break. But she is now, she's a team leader. She knows what's supposed to be done, and all I have to make sure is that she stays healthy. And when that happens, I think the team is going to be doing well. Garcia, she should not be left behind because she improved a great deal. Although she didn't make the national meet, but she did a lot of improvement. Because of the fact that they trained together with Rispa. So she improved by more than a minute or more than a minute and a half from our personal years back, the year before. So I think that's the way the team feeds on each other. That improvement brings the rest of the girls also to that level, and that's what we need. Usually you break people into the season really very gently. You don't it's not a matter of slapping them and then throwing them out of the whole rhythm. We go to Albuquerque this weekend, and we will compete there, and Albuquerque meet sometimes could be very strong. I don't know. I'm not sure what the lineup is going to be. But we have our low-key meets in Las Cruces and our own meet, Lord Fitzgerald, on the 23rd of September, before we really start the real serious season. And the serious season, of course, is Notre Dame. That meet is going to be loaded because everybody in American college cross-country is going to be there. Pre-national meet, everybody's going to be there. And then we have the conference meet before we go to regional. So I think the season is very loaded, but we're excited. I'm excited for the challenge, that challenge, and I think the kids are also, my student athletes are ready for it. So we'll be okay. My challenge will be to keep them healthy so that I can be able to start them every race we go to, because otherwise I will not have the team. I will work on that. I will work with Dawn and the training room and everybody that will be able to give us help, so that I can keep these people able to start in every competition. I'm not worried on the issue of not having experience in such. I think Elkanah got to national meet last year, although he was a freshman, and I think he's matured. The same thing with Justice and Menjo. I think they will do well. I think maybe we'll have another All-American cross-country this year, although he might not have experience. SACO, the group comes to an end, another group will start rebuilding. This is a rebuilding year in the fact that most of the people that we have, don't have experience that they had maybe last year of having guys like Nicodemus who had tested the national meet before that. to keep this tradition, of course, you have to keep recruiting. But you know, we got a little challenges now with the visa issue because a lot of the kids that we try to bring in or we want to bring to be in the team get denied the visas. But if that issue is going to be solved, I think we can build the team and continue the tradition we've had. And I think, you know, I'm looking forward to trying to, you know, making this team a national team instead of just conference team. So, but to do that, I have to have at least 6 people rather than 5, and those will be the people that we want to bring into the team recruit. One thing that I really like to emphasize, that my bottom line when I'm recruiting an athlete is just I look at the athlete wholly. You know, I look at their performance in academic before and on track. But the track is not the #1 thing for me, because I want to give these kids or student athlete a student experience. So education is the #1 priority in their life, and I tell them, you know, you come here, you see athletic department is your mother and daddy, this is your father. We pay your tuition, we do everything for you, and you compete for the team. But remember, if the institution kicks you out because of academic in performance or in ability, it means that there's nothing we can do. So you got to work hard and get those grades and work with your professors and all that. So that's one of the premises that we're building this. Academic comes first, and then track and field comes second, and personal life comes third, and everything else. So that's really the premise, and I try to emphasize that so that everybody understands the first time they arrive here. And this is what I've done, and this is what I did when I was, this is what my coach taught me, and that's the way I approach the issue of student athletes management.